Are you winning, son? Winning, son? Winning, son? The internet has memes about fathers or mothers or parents in general, or the lack thereof. The supposedly serious topics that would be serious in real life has become memes on the internet, such as fatherless behavior or dads going out to buy milk. Crazy idea. The two concepts are related. Fatherless behavior is caused by not having a father, and a father might leave their children because they're tired and don't want to deal with them anymore, which is what we're going to talk about today. Imagine a household. The child is playing at the table, the mother is cleaning or vacuuming, and the dad is reading the newspaper, when suddenly he had a thought. He wears his jacket, grabs his keys, and announces to the family, "Hey, I'm going out to buy some milk, don't miss me, okay?" The family understands that he's going to return, but of course, you know what's gonna happen, he doesn't return. To get an idea of how this meme works from the ground up, there are things we should know but we take for granted. Is that parents are important figures in our lives. They're the ones who, by mistake or as a plan, had you and decided that you're worth the effort of being taken care of, looked after, and not being aborted or abandoned. They use their mental strength, their financial strength, and love for you to feed you and let you live in one of their bedrooms and raise you to be a proper person. If not, they would have aborted you, abused you, or thrown you in an orphanage, or just straight up not be involved in your growth. In other words, distant. So this is a message for you to appreciate your parents. So what does this mean? Well, being a parent is a big commitment to have. You can't just do it willy-nilly. Usually in parenting, the ones that have greater responsibility out of the two parents is the male one, the father. He's the one who has the main responsibility of providing for the family, his wife, and his children. So you can see that having a child, a family to provide, for a man is quite a responsibility. Not to lower the woman's job too, though. Their responsibility would also be big. With that said, there are some people out there who might not be keen on the idea of having to take care of a child, which is why there is the stereotype or meme of men or boyfriends being irresponsible that they leave their girlfriends when they find out that she's pregnant, or that she might be, because he knows what's gonna happen. He's gonna have a big responsibility he doesn't want to deal with, so what he'd do is jump ship. Like the dad I spoke about, he just has to say that he's going out to buy milk. He wouldn't want to deal with the child support, the child care, all of the child-related stuffs. This leaves the child that's being born eventually be fatherless. So why is it that the meme goes that the dad goes out to buy milk? It's because it's such a harmless thing to hear. It's not weird. It's expected of him. The dad said he's going out to buy milk and he'll definitely return. Nothing weird about that at all. A long time ago though, when Americans still smoke, it would be cigarettes. Dad's going out to buy a pack of GH Reds.
Just what I...
An instance of this would be Stephen King and his dad. It is known that his dad left him when he was young by saying that he was going out to buy some cigarettes. So I think it is reasonable to think that back then, before the DARE program was initiated, it would go as dad is going out to buy cigarettes, not milk. But after the DARE program, now it's milk. Wait, I did an extra research and I found out that their program failed, and that it's not the only reason why Americans suddenly stopped smoking cigarettes generally. But really, it could be anything. It could be a loaf of bread, dad's going out to buy some beer, dad's going out to go fishing, anything really, as long as it's harmless and it's expected of him. It's also possible that both parents decided together to abandon the child, as how this story in Quora puts it, although I don't know if this is true or not. Robert Eckenrode said his father went to get cigarettes one night and never came back. A few months later, his mother took him to the bus station, told him to wait on a bench while she gets the tickets. She never came back. Well, that's just tragic, isn't it? It's just one of many posts in Quora talking about fatherlessness. Like this guy here who said, you should try to win the lottery because at this point your dad probably left because he didn't want to pay out child support and left. But if you win the lottery, there's a 69.420% chance your dad might be back. Well, it would certainly be better if it was 67%, isn't it? And then there's this another fellow named Guy Farting. We found the milk but can't find the exit. Please help us escape. There are so many of us now. Some dads only came in for cigarettes. Well, ain't that a coincidence? Time is weird in here, and I've lost track of how long I've been lost in the Forever Mart. Well, alright, guy farting. Hope you have a good luck on leaving this place so you can get back to your femboy son. The trope wasn't really a meme before the 2020s. Before that, this is just an occurrence that people know about. A societal trope, you might say. Parents could just one day leave their children. There's even instances in pop culture, I'm sure you know. The father in the Treasure Planet Disney movie, and in The Prince of Bel-Air, when Will Smith's deadbeat dad came back to see him. I'm surprised that Will Smith didn't slap him. Internet users have known the trope of dads going out to buy cigarettes or milk, although it had never reached the level of popularity in the early 2020s. This was the time when it took off as a proper meme, you might say, and actual meme posts were made about it. So if somebody had a dad who went out to get milk, that means that person is going to be fatherless. Now, fatherless behavior arose in 2021 TikTok comment sections, used as an insult. People with fatherless behavior tend to do quirky, weird, and undignified stuffs. The word has been used to call people who are furries, bronies, basement dwellers, sex workers, having OnlyFans and actively promotes it, that sort of stuff, plays lots of Genshin Impact and goons to its characters a lot, is a fan of specific YouTubers such as Dream or Jellybean or Mr. Breast, or they are queer people who express themselves in a way that's weird to a lot of people, particularly men who are effeminate or gay or transgender. I do understand that being a furry, brony, or a fanatical weeaboo could be weird to a lot of people, but undignified? I'm not sure. Maybe? What do you think? Now, I do understand why being a sex worker, like an OnlyFans creator promoting their OnlyFans everywhere, is undignified. Now, the term is criticized by the alphabet group because it kinda insults them. My theory is that the guys who are effeminate and gay are considered fatherless behavior by some people because these some people simply find it weird. If a gay man isn't effeminate, I have a feeling that he wouldn't be called fatherless. Essentially, I think that someone who is queer but doesn't advertise it, doesn't be very expressive about it, that kind of person will probably not be considered as having a fatherless behavior. The early 2020s is a good time for father-related memes, which makes me wonder what triggered it really. One morally good use that most people would agree on using this term would be towards pranksters who are just so obnoxious and ruin people's days and committing downright criminal acts that aren't pranks, man. They must be twisted if they think those are pranks. People like Jack Doherty must definitely be fatherless. So why are those fatherless behaviors? Let's try to analyze it. Remember back in 2016 when the first Are You Winning Son meme appeared but had a revival in 2020, which could be why some father-related memes have popped off. In it, the father is considered a wholesome parent who cares about his son, checking up on his son playing video games even when he maybe wouldn't understand video games himself. This is because a father is supposed to be the guide to his children and the guardian, guide on how to live a good and proper life with dignity. If the child is male, so he becomes properly masculine, guided by the dad, knows the ins and outs of a car, drinks beers every day, and not effeminate, that kind of stuff. So take away the father, the kid becomes fatherless, lives to supposedly an undignified way of life. The boy, only raised by the mother, will grow up to be effeminate, or at least that's how the internet sees it. This is just don't take this seriously, okay? This is just some stupid meme. On a related note, if there's a concept of fatherless behavior, then there's a concept of motherless behavior as well. If we see fatherless behavior as someone who grows up without a father, it makes the man effeminate or do undignified stuffs like opening an OnlyFans. Motherless behavior is when someone doesn't have a mother to raise him or her, only having the father to do so. According to the internet, this will make the child toxically masculine, alpha male type, misogynist, rude and rough, acts tough all the time. That's if the kid is a boy. If the kid's a girl, I don't know, probably a tomboy, lesbian or something. In an internet nutshell, this means that to remove the negative effects of being raised by only one of either parents, a kid must have both parents, to sort of balance the bad parts out. Real talk, fatherlessness or motherlessness in real life are tragic bad things. It's always sad when you had parents who weren't abusing you suddenly leave you. Also terrible if you have parents who are distant to you. Early 2020 seemed to be a prime time for memes relating to fathers. I mean, these two, and are you winning, son? I think that's about the materials I can tell you about fatherless behavior and dads going out to get milk. If you have something to add, feel free to put them in the comment section down below. See ya.
This whole industry runs on absent fathers. It's the natural order.